What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, C-Zar Gets Crypto here, and we are talking about Tesla today. I forget who it was, but somebody requested or was talking about Tesla in the live stream we did today. I was hoping that I would come home a champion, but I was defeated by the Taco Titan. I attempted, for those of you who don't know, I attempted to eat 33 tacos today, and I made it to 28 and a half. I did not get my free t-shirt, but I'm going to go back for more, probably somewhere down the road when I practice more. But man, enough about that. Let's get into the TA. I want to do something real quick. Hold on. I just saw this. I want to see if it comes up again. Let's see. Come on. Let's see. You gonna do it? No? Maybe it was a one and done thing, man. Okay, so when I typed in Tesla on this chart, Elon Musk popped up. Like it showed Elon Musk smoking, and I tried to start this video quick enough, but surely as soon as I did that, let's just see. Maybe it'll do it on this one. No, it won't. All right. It was a one and done kind of thing. But I've noticed TradingView, they'll do that kind of stuff. They normally do it when I've noticed that they think it's a good time to buy. They did it with Dogecoin too, back before Dogecoin took off a whole lot. I've noticed that. It's the second time I've noticed that. So maybe they're just being funny. Maybe they're trying to cue us in on something. I don't know. But without any more talk, let's actually look at this thing on a technical perspective. Looking at it, on the RSI, I do like the RSI on a weekly basis. We have higher lows. We're at the 50 area. It's generally a good place to look for a bounce. A little bounce here, a little bounce here, a little bounce there. Continuation here, Coming out of the overbought zone, it does look like the bounces that happen after that. I mean, this one, I don't know. Hard to say. I very much do like Tesla. And I do think that it has new all-time highs in store for it, right? Let's see what the market cap is. I know it's really high. $739 billion with a B. That would be, at all-time highs, that would be like double what it's at now, right? Or not quite double, but that would be well over $1 trillion. I do think that if any stock could break through that and break through like even the $2 trillion market cap, Tesla would be the one to do that. But let's see here. On a monthly basis, let's look at its RSI. Yeah, man, I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of like it from an overall perspective. It does look kind of good. Maybe it takes a break in the meantime, but then it'll go up inevitably. Will it break its all-time high on its first attempt? I think it could. I really think it could. But let's just see. Maybe I'll go back to the monthly real quick. From the low here to the high. Yeah, bounced right off the 382, man. And you broke straight through the 236. You're making strides higher. You could come all the way back down to 178, and you are at 232 right now, so that is a pretty significant drop. But you could hold that red line and then continue to go higher. That is classic kind of fib behavior. You don't have to. You could also just go higher from here. Again, looking at it on the weekly basis, this is kind of a like higher low, higher high formation that it has going, but that could quickly change too. So let's just see where we are. I don't know, maybe here. From top to bottom, man, you broke right through that 618 on a first pass. I like to see stuff like that. You are below it, which isn't necessarily encouraging, but that's not a bad thing. I do think, these extensions are completely possible. And I know that looks crazy from here, but right, if it's at a $700 billion market cap and it was to go to, let's say, the 1272, because that's probably where it would go, that would be, you'd have well over a $2 trillion market cap, I'm pretty sure, with that, right? Maybe not. Maybe not quite 2 trillion. I think if I did my math right, you'd actually be like closer to like 1.8 trillion or something. Maybe like 1.9 trillion. I don't know. Right around there though. I'm doing rough math. I could be wrong. I don't know. And I'm in a taco daze right now. Looking at that, I kind of like it. But let's see. From bottom to top here. Right at the 236. This could be an area where you bounce. This really could be an area where you bounce. Let's see here on this top to bottom. I'm going to delete this one over here. Let's see. Yeah, you got up to the 1886, rejected it. You could go a little bit lower. If you were to bottom here, it wouldn't be conventional based off this fib. And I kind of would expect this to be more respected. So maybe you do make a move down to 200, maybe even a little bit lower. But I don't know if you go down to 178 or whatever I was saying earlier off of this fib basis. Oh man, Let's look at the daily. Let's take a look at the daily here. All right, RSI looks weak on the daily. You are at an area where you could bounce, though. Definitely where you could bounce. You do have this kind of higher low formation, right? With this overall higher high, maybe you're getting ready to do that. I don't know. You could be going lower though too. It is possible. Let's see. You've got a little bit more of a defined kind of. Is this the extension that I measured already? No. So maybe you go just a little bit lower. Maybe you go down to 210, something like that. Previous areas where you've topped out, tested as support. What was resistance becomes support, and then you're off to new highs. And overall, you would form a higher low, right? You've got a low here, low here. Even if you came all the way down here, that would be a higher low. Let's draw a line and see if that helps too. Bottom to bottom. Yeah, man. I bet you break through this line, scare a lot of people. They're going to think they're smart that, oh, it broke through this line. It's going to zero now. We're going to get lower lows. And then it probably does something like what Bitcoin does once it breaks that line. It probably finds a bottom really close to like this purple line here, just below it even. And then we come back up like it's nothing. That's kind of my expectation at the moment. That could change, though. That really could change. I do like Tesla. Let's look at its earnings. Not that I don't personally pay attention to earnings too much, but let's just see here. Got a lot of volume on it. Surprise, surprise. That's nice. Almost an extra $1 billion in revenue there. Not so much the time before. Not so much the time before. I don't know. We got earnings coming up in October. It looks like toward the end of October. So I don't really know, man. I don't know how to gauge earnings. That's not something that I really incorporate in my TA. You know, here earnings were in the middle of the move. Here it's kind of in the middle of this move down. Here at the top. I mean, to me, I don't know. Here again, like what at the bottom of this little range, but at the middle of this overall move. Here, middle of this overall move. I don't know. It doesn't. To me, it's not something totally significant. The one thing I've heard about earnings is like don't trade around earnings. That's what I've heard. So whether you're going up or down, don't trade around it. That's what I've heard. But I don't know. I don't normally pay attention to that really. Long-term RSI looks good. Definitely looks strong. You could come down to the 50. That's totally fine. Let's see if this thing has a more. Yeah, you could come lower. Where in price, you're like right at this line already. I think maybe you could come down to this line, bounce off it on your long-term RSI. Your short-term RSI, maybe it does come a little bit lower. Maybe you do get more into this oversold zone. Maybe even go lower than this. But overall, I don't think you go too much lower. Probably around $200 to $215, something like that, and then you go up from there. So that's my take on it right now. How long will it take to do that? I don't know. Stocks move a lot slower, but this thing can move fast if it wants to. So it could be tomorrow that it bottoms out. It could be next month that it bottoms out, or sometime later this month. We're already in like the midway point of this month, so hard to say. But by the end of the year, I would expect that this down move does resolve itself. Yeah, I'd say even probably by October, if I'm gonna guess. You know, if not, there will be signs. There will definitely be signs that we're going to go lower in the meantime, and I'll keep you guys up to date on that if I remember to. If not, just request it from time to time. I'll leave a link in the Discord for anybody that wants to join the Discord. And if you guys like the video, please, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.